Hello, old sport, and welcome back to A Rose Within the Thorns, where we prune the confusion around English so your understanding grows as you read. This is Season 3, Episode 7, focusing on the Great Gatsby. Up until now, Gatsby has been chasing a dream. In Chapter 7, that dream finally collides with reality. This is the longest and most intense chapter in the novel, and it is the turning point. After this chapter, nothing can return to the way it was before. So first, let's clearly go through what actually happens. Gatsby suddenly stops hosting his parties. He dismisses his servants and replaces them with people connected to Maya Wolfsheim, so there will be no gossip. The parties were originally meant to attract Daisy, and now that she's visiting privately, they're no longer necessary. On the hottest day of summer, Nick goes to Tom and Daisy's house and finds Gatsby and Jordan already there. The atmosphere is tense even before anything is said. When Daisy's young daughter is brought into the room, Gatsby is stunned. The child makes something very clear. Daisy has lived an entire life during the years that Gatsby imagined her waiting. Daisy and Gatsby cannot hide their feelings, and Tom begins to realize what is happening. Sensing the tension, Daisy suggests they all go into New York. They travel in 2 cars. Tom, Nick, and Jordan stop at Wilson's garage in the Valley of Ashes, where they learn that George Wilson has discovered Myrtle's affair, though he does not know yet who the man involved is. He plans to take her away. In New York, they rent a suite at the Plaza Hotel. In the oppressive heat, confrontation finally happens. Tom challenges Gatsby directly. He questions his education, mocks his manners, and reveals his criminal connections, including bootlegging. Gatsby responds by declaring Daisy loves him and always has. He demands Daisy tell Tom she never loved him. Daisy tries, but cannot do it. She admits she loved Gatsby once, but also loved Tom. Gatsby's expectation collapses. After the argument, Tom sends Daisy back to Long Island in Gatsby's car to show he no longer feels threatened. On the drive home, Myrtle runs into the road towards the yellow car and is struck and killed. The car pauses and then drives away. Later that night, Nick finds Gatsby hiding outside Daisy's house. Gatsby reveals Daisy was driving, but he will take the blame. Nick looks inside and sees Tom and Daisy sitting together, quietly, talking and eating. They have already reconciled. Gatsby waits outside alone. At the beginning of this chapter, Gatsby cancels his parties. This matters. Earlier, the parties were performance. They were signals meant to draw Daisy to him. Now Daisy is present, the spectacle is unnecessary. Gatsby moves from attracting Daisy to protecting her. The dream is no longer distant, it's close enough to be fragile. In the heat is a major symbol here. Fitzgerald repeatedly emphasizes the heat throughout this chapter. Everyone is uncomfortable, conversations feel strained, emotions are harder to contain. The heat acts almost like pressure. It removes politeness and forces honesty. The characters cannot maintain appearances as easily as before. The environment reflects their emotional state. The tension has been building for chapters, and now it cannot remain hidden. At the hotel, we have Tom finally confronting Gatsby. He questions Gatsby's Oxford education. Gatsby admits he attended only briefly after the war. Tom exposes his bootlegging connections, and Gatsby insists that Daisy loves him and demands that she say she never loved Tom. This moment is not only about jealousy, it's about class. Tom represents inherent wealth. He belongs naturally, and Gatsby represents constructed wealth. He had to build his identity. Tom's argument is essentially this. Gatsby may have money, but he does not belong. Gatsby's argument is different. He believes that love can override class and time. Daisy is placed between them, and she cannot give Gatsby what he needs. She admits she loved Gatsby, but she also loved Tom. That one admission destroys Gatsby's vision. His dream required a perfect past. Daisy offers a complicated reality. We lead to the accident. On the drive home, Myrtle runs into the road and is struck by the yellow car. The event is sudden and brief, almost shockingly quick in the narration. The speed matters. There's no dramatic build-up, just impact. The moment shows how quickly consequences appear when emotions spiral out of control. Gatsby later tells Nick that Daisy was the one driving, and he will take responsibility. This reveals something essential about Gatsby. His devotion to Daisy is unconditional. He wants to protect her even when she's the one that has caused harm. The question becomes difficult. Is Gatsby loving Daisy the person, or protecting the dream that she represents? We have our final image there. That night, Nick finds Gatsby outside Daisy's house. He does not go in. He waits in the garden, watching the house, making sure Tom does not hurt her. Inside, Tom and Daisy sit together calmly, sharing food and conversation. They are united again. Gatsby stands outside the house he built his life around. This image echoes chapter 1, when Gatsby's reaching towards that green light across the water. The difference now is crucial. Before, the dream was distant and hopeful. Now he's reached it, and it's already slipping away. So by the end of chapter 7, the dream has not disappeared in Gatsby's mind, but for the reader it's changed. Tom has defended his position, Daisy has retreated into her security, Myrtle has died, Gatsby still waits. The novel moves from hope to consequence. Next chapter, it shows what follows when a dream refuses to accept reality. Until then, notice how Gatsby continues to believe, even when the world around him has already moved on. Because sometimes a dream does not end when it fails. Sometimes it survives longer than the truth. This has been A Rose Within the Thorns, where we prune the confusion so knowledge can grow.